Hi everybody, we are here. This is Jay and this is Humali Banerjee, and we're here from the Christian Heritage Month. And we're here to meet up with our friend Mario Rocco, who is a friend of the Christian Heritage Month, and he's a sitting councilor at the City of Bonn. Mario, so glad to see you.
Thank you for coming to Bonn. You're in Maple, in case you don't know.
Absolutely.
That's one of the 5 areas in the city of Bonn. Maple, Thornhill, Concord,
Okay.
Woodbridge, and Kleinburg.
So if
Excellent.
you happen to be living in any of these areas, vote for him.
Thank you, Molly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And your flyer says reliable, responsible, and responsive.
That's right.
And we have dealt with Mario, and we know he's very reliable in everything that he tells us that he's going to do. He's very responsible, and he's responsive. He always responds to.
Thank you, Molly.
Yes, because the people of this constituency wanted to have Christian Heritage Month
Yes.
declared in December. You
And
got
we
it
did,
done.
yes.
That's
right.
2024, yes.
That's right. Then they wanted to have a flag raising ceremony in the city of Bonn. Didn't have that, so you got that changed. And also in response.
In Bonn we do, at the region of York we don't have it, but we did declare December as Christian Heritage Month also at the region of York, but there is no flag ceremony there.
Sure.
So we have done on both, but that's not yet.
That's nothing
must
yet.
do it nationally. The
That's
entire
right.
country, Canada, should be proud to be part of a country where the Christian heritage is respected. We are the largest number by significant percentages. So we should also be proud and celebrate our religious heritage, just like anybody else. We are not
Absolutely.
saying no to the other. We're saying
Yes.
yes to everyone who wants to create a better Canada for all of us.
That's right.
Christian heritage is to be proud of. Make this a great country, as wonderful as it is a Christian heritage. Now, you want to be re-elected?
Of course.
Okay. Can you please share with us your platform?
Well, it's very simple. I was in politics many years ago.
Sure.
I came back after 15 years and I ran in 2022.
Yes.
And I got elected as local and regional councilor. So that means is that I sit both at the City of Bonn and at the regional board. So I'm running for re-election. So it's October 26th will be re-election or election all over Ontario. Every municipality will have its own election. And so I'm asking all of you, if you can, vote for me, Mario Rocco, as a local and regional councilor in the City of Bonn. So
Correct.
only people who decide to pay taxes in Bonn qualify to vote.
All right. Now, these are some of the things that are important to people as we talk to them. One is security,
Yes.
because crime, unfortunately, is on the rise, and people are feeling unsafe, even in their homes, because we have a lot of incidents of break and enter.
I think that what you asked me earlier was what are the issue. That is probably the biggest issue, like frankly, security and all that. Now, first of all, when it comes to security, we're talking about policing. Policing is a regional responsibility. I sit at the region, so I am partially responsible from a budget point of view. So once we approve the budget, the police board of your region makes the daily decision, basically. We know how important it is. We also know that there's too much crime. In fairness, the number of crime have gone down, not up, in the last year, but it's still too high. The fact that it's going down is something that we should be proud of, but we can't celebrate, quite frankly, because until there is crime in our community, well, we got problems. Anybody who gets attacked, it doesn't matter if the numbers go down. That person got attacked. That person has been physically abused. And it shouldn't happen. In our society, we should not have that. And so
Absolutely.
resources, money must be allocated to the policing to make sure that they can keep our area safe. But also, we must invest money in preventing people from committing a crime. Anybody who's going around stealing cars, they don't steal cars because they want to go for a ride. Chances are they steal cars because somebody's prepared to pay them money that they will be using for their needs. And quite often we discover that their needs are use of drugs. So we are really having a major problem. So we have to tackle all that. Preventing is doing things that before those negativity happens.
So it all has to work together.
Exactly.
So all levels of government, municipal, provincial, and federal government need to be working together to tackle this problem.
Money are needed, but also legislation. We must come up with a legislation that will discourage, because if you have a kid at a certain age, well, they are not going to be seen, if they commit a crime, they are not be looked as criminal because of their age. Somehow we have to change that, because what we have discovered is that the real criminals use the kids to commit the crime under their direction, because that's, if they are caught, the penalty is much less, and that is a major problem. So we have to speak about that, and we have to convince the parents of those potential kids who may get in trouble that is in their best interest in the long run. If we do that through the education system, through discussion with the community, through the churches, through the Christian community, and everybody else, chances are that our system will be much better for you and I. Because all of us, doesn't matter where we live, we live in a castle. Somebody is coming to borrow or to steal something from us because they don't have it. We have to have a society where everybody feels content, happy. If we have people who are not happy, they are the primary group of people who may come and steal the car, who may come to steal your jewelry so they can sell it to buy drugs or whatever else they have a need of. So society needs to change, and we can do it as long as we speak and take action.
Certainly. The other thing that people are really concerned about is fiscal responsibility. When they elect people, a lot of times, people introduce policies that have nothing to do with what, the public wants.
Yeah, the needs and wants of the people.
Exactly, and so much of money is wasted on things that are totally, inconsequential.
But that's when we need people like you
Yes.
to identify that problem. Go public. You see how quickly politicians retreat. I discovered one group of people who really retreat tend to be the politician. Because they just do things, as you said, without thinking, without being responsible fiscally, morally, and so on. Sometimes we just do things because we think they are good, or because somebody asked us to, or because there's a lobbying group pushing for it. But if they see that the community is prepared to challenge them, they will run away, because those are the weaker of all. Because anybody who has so knowledge doesn't do anything just for the fun of it. They evaluate, they discuss, and then they may implement it because they are convinced that it's the right thing to do. But many people, they just come up with the idea and let the rest come in.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. In Toronto, we have a councilor who introduced legislation to have Dundas Square, the name changed. Like, why in the world would you come up with an idea like that? And believe it or not, it passed.
It is a very hot topic, and that is at the discussion again in this
Yes,
election.
very
It is
much
becoming
so.
a farce.
Yes.
The fact is this, that there was some arguments why the change. We're not going to enter into that. It's a political discussion. But you cannot change reality. You cannot change
History is what it is.
It is what it is, and if you make a decision to make a change, you better make sure that almost everybody is on board.
And
Because
no
if
one
not,
is.
look what's happening now. Now there is somebody running for mayor who is running on that topic to change it.
Absolutely.
Imagine. So if he becomes the mayor, that would be something that he will be spending money and time on it. Again, it's a waste of money, a waste of time.
And that's why we have homeless people. We have nothing. They say we don't have money for that, but they have $12 million.
You're spending money for homeless, but not enough, because there's still people. This is a big issue too. Money is spent, but there's people who just don't want to make a change. So the issue is much bigger. But again, instead of talking about changing the name of
Fiscal
a square,
responsibility.
all that time could have been spent discussing or talking to those people, the homeless people, for
Yes.
instance, finding the money that we need, instead of pushing a group of people next to somebody who is not happy and creating an additional problem. We should plan for the future. How many units do we need? Thousands, 2,000? Well, let's find a place, not in one place, and not at different places. Before we build anything else, build that, so that nobody can say, but I was here, now they're done. We build them before anybody comes here. That would be one solution, but not the only one. Society must be treated fairly. Because if we leave them behind, they will cause problems bigger than what's.
And it's a problem for us because these are our people. These are our people. Our love and compassion needs to be for our own
We're
people
all
first.
equal, actually.
Absolutely.
That's what we say.
Yes.
Now let's make sure we do that.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, if you live in the municipality of Bonn, make sure you vote for Mario Rocco, not only for the council but also as a regional council, because
Local
we
and
need.
regional council. That's
Yes.
important. Local and regional council.
Yes, because we need people like him who are reliable, responsible, and responsive. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you,
and we
Molly.
look forward to seeing you
Anytime.
again.
All right.
Have a wonderful
At
day
the
here in
City Hall.
Bonn.
Absolutely.